Hi, I'm Rob Zollman, and I'd like to give you 5 tips on how you can dramatically become a better drummer and reach your full potential as a musician through my whole music learning approach. And if you're not a musician at all, and you've always wanted to make music, later in this video, I'll give you 4 secrets that can put you on the road to music making. It's easier than you think. For several years, I've been teaching a dynamic approach to becoming a better musician drummer in an amazingly short period of time. No question it takes practice, but you'll be surprised that a different mindset will bring about astonishingly quick improvement in your overall playing. I learned this the hard way. During my 20 years wandering through the musical desert, I kept asking myself, why aren't I better? I had plenty of technique. I went through all the drum books, but none of that helped when I played with other musicians. I even studied classical music and got a degree in music. I listened to all the great drummers and still yearned to understand how they did it. In my teaching, I noticed that my average drum student rarely had the background to play musically on the drums, and I came to realize that neither did I. All my knowledge of theory, technique, and reading didn't really help fill the gaps in my own understanding about music. So I figured I better go back to basics. I went on a quest to learn how to teach babies, figuring that if I did that for a few years, then they'd get older and come back to me as students, and they'd be better prepared to become musical drummers. Fortunately, it didn't take that long because I met 2 people who changed my life completely. They were brilliant music educators who put forth the idea that we shouldn't be teaching the way we were taught, but rather we should teach according to the way people learn. I'm really thankful to music learning theorist Professor Edwin Gordon and Sally Weaver, Dr. Sally Weaver, for their immeasurable direction and wisdom, because I not only learned how to teach babies, but the wealth of knowledge I received from these experts transformed my entire approach to playing and teaching. Since then, I've taught hundreds of students with very fulfilling results, including Ari Honig, who's now a good friend of mine and one of my favorite drummers. He tours the world each year playing with his band at festivals, concert halls, and jazz clubs on 3 continents. Another of my students, Kenny Every, plays with the Jacksonville Symphony and the Grand Teton Music Festival. But closer to my heart are my students with evolving abilities, and that could be you. Today, music for me is everything I thought it could be way back when I first was bitten with the desire to play the drums. Now I'm grateful to be able to give you 5 tips that turned me around and gave me the energy, enthusiasm, and passion with which I teach and play every day of my life. So, number 1, learn the whole song. Get it into your head. Make the song more important than what you're actually playing, and you'll instantly be a better drummer. It's not just about the drums, it's about the song. So what is the whole song? It's your part plus all the parts you don't play, the melody, the harmony, and the bass. You need to listen to them, sing them, get them into your mind, and then learn to play them on some melodic instrument like marimba, xylophone, glockenspiel, vibraphone, or even the piano. The more you know about the song, the more musically you're going to play. Play the song and let the drumming take care of itself. All the best drummers share one thing in common: the unmistakable connection between their playing and the song they're playing. Outwardly, they're playing the drums, but inwardly, they're playing the song. And that's why you can hear the song in their drumming, and it draws you right in. You're thinking, I want to do that. You know, if you learn the song, you will. So don't worry about books, don't worry about technique, just the song. All the other stuff will follow. So now what I'd like to do is I'd like to demonstrate that by playing a little bit of my favorite things on the drums. Tip number 2. Listening is the most important thing you can learn to do in order to understand music. Learn to listen and you're over halfway there. It's a big topic, lots more to talk about. You might find some of it in my website. Tip number 3. Practicing has 3 parts: informal, formal, and guess what? Listening. Listening is part of practice too. So let's talk about that. Informal practicing is experimenting, improvising, and telling stories with your drumming. Everyone has a story to tell, and you can tell yours. Formal practicing is practicing with a purpose, a specific purpose. Here's a quick tip about formal practicing. Get it right quickly, then do it right over and over again until you develop complete comfort with it. Comfort is the goal. And listening, well, let's just say that listening for musicians is like sleep for all of us. We do much of our growing during that time. Tip number 4, start a song journal. Keep a record of your path or journey through music. This is a fun and valuable process. And let me tell you that a number of my students who are 15 and 16 years old have over 200 songs in their song journal already. Tip number 5, making music is playful and fun. Focus on the fun. Perfection is less important at first. Take chances, make mistakes, and play with other people because you'll develop your abilities faster. I have a lot more tips where these came from. Check out my book, Whole Music Drumming, and my blogs and my other online lessons that you can find on my wholemusiclearning.com website. And now for those of you who don't play, but who would like to, here are 4 secrets that can help get you through the door. Secret number 1, you're good enough to make music. Avoid the myths and notions that you're not talented, that you can't sing or keep time, or that you have to learn in order to play, because they're not true. They're nonsense. You can play. Think about the people out there who do recreational sports. Think about people who play basketball. They're not trying to be in the NBA. They're not setting up a whole bunch of obstacles that keep them from having fun. So you can have fun in music. Secret number 2, try drumming as a way in. Drumming might be the first thing you do because you hit it, it makes a sound. Here's a drum, you hit it. This is a djembe, real nice instrument. You could also play shakers, inexpensive way into music. You play wooden instruments like this one. You play metal instruments like this double bell from Africa. So percussion is a really good way to get into music. You can experiment around, you can play in drum groups, and feel like you've already gotten somewhere with very little investment, very little time spent. Secret number 3, dance. That's right, we all have rhythm in our bodies, and it's really important to find a way to get that rhythm to come out. If you can dance or just move to music, you're already on your way. And it's the best way to get out your inner rhythm, because everybody's got rhythm. Secret number 4, sing. Then join a community music group. It's one of the best ways to instantly make music. Then there's almost always a group out there that you can join. So to finish, I'd like to play a little improvisation on djembe. This is just a short little thing. It tells a little story. I like to tell stories when I play.